let's get into the Freeman Mazda stat of the week, because if there is one thing that we can do to kind of quote unquote honor Ezekiel Elliott's time in Dallas, is look at the Freeman Mazda stat of the week. As we do every Wednesday night, we do this segment in which we dive into a particular stat of interest to Cowboys fans, and it is presented to you by FreemanMazda.net. We will talk more about them in a moment here, but before we do that, let's get into one number that defines Ezekiel Elliott's time in Dallas, and that is the number of carries per running back since 2016. Ezekiel Elliott is the leader, but he is a leader by a wide margin. 1,881 carries for Zeke, while Derrick Henry is at 1,750 carries since then, and that is a 131 carry difference between the two. Now, it wouldn't make a lot of sense to compare these two head to head. That is not my intention. My intention is to say no one was even close to putting in the work that Zeke put throughout his career in Dallas. But I have some more numbers for you tonight. 10,498 all-purpose yards. He led the league in rushing twice. That happened in 2016 and 2018, which I think is important because many people say that Zeke was good for just 2 years. I don't think that's true. I think that he had more than 2 years, but he also leaves the Cowboys as the third leading rusher in Cowboys history, and there have been some top-tier running backs in this team. The third most rushing touchdowns in team history, third most 100-yard games, second most rushing yards in 2016, which in the NFL, second most rushing touchdowns since 2016. He played through PCL tears and hyperextended knees, and he also is third in rushing touchdowns in Cowboys history with 68. He honestly has a special place in Dallas Cowboys lore, even if it didn't end in the same way that you would have wanted it to end. It still was a remarkable career. Doesn't seem like much, but this started in 2016. It's 2023 already. And they gave him quite the workload. As I said, no one else had this type of workload since joining the NFL, since Zeke joined the NFL. And keep in mind, he missed playing time because of the suspension. He had injuries last year, and still he has that type of number. So really a remarkable career. Let me know in the chat. Where would you like to see Zeke next before we close the door on this conversation? And while you do that, where do you want to see Ezekiel Elliott play next? While you do that in the chat, let me talk to you about our friends over at FreemanMazda.net. They make this show possible for you as always. You can check out their dealership over at Irving, Texas. You can check them out over at FreemanMazda.net, and in there, you can see their wide range of new and used vehicles, and you can check out their features. You can check out pictures of the outside and inside of every vehicle. And as we do around this time on ADC Sports Dallas Prime Time, we can also get into the Freeman Mazda Ride of the Week. And in this case, it is a 2023 Mazda CX-50 2.5 Preferred Plus all-wheel drive. This one starts at $34,075. It's got all-wheel drive, a Wi-Fi hotspot, which is a game changer, Apple CarPlay / Android Auto, and a miles per gallon capacity of 24 when you are in the city. That goes up to 30 when you are in the highway. Freeman Mazda bringing you the stat of the week.